video, I will be giving you guys 5 advanced Airflare exercises. So yeah, coming up. Alright, what's up all my b-boys and all my b-girls? My name is Coach Sambo and welcome to this YouTube channel, where you will find all types of b-boy content, from the funny to the ridiculous to the extremely quality-rich tutorials. So if you're new to the channel and you're feeling the vibe, then definitely don't hesitate to subscribe right there, so you can stay up to date on all these gazillion videos that I will be uploading in the future. So this video is perfect if you already managed to perform 1, 2, or 3 Airflares, but you're still not there yet and you still want to push through to hit 10 or 20 Airflares. And I still remember the days when I learned my first 3 or 4 Airflares, or the first day I managed to hit like 10. I just felt so
powerful, man.
So yeah, now we're getting a little older and all these kids are doing way better Airflares than I ever did before. So yeah, why not share this knowledge with you guys right here on YouTube? Please keep in mind that most of these exercises are really good for people that have learned their Airflare in the high walkover method. There's tons of different ways of learning your Airflares, but I very strongly recommend 96% of the people to practice the walkover high Airflare method. If you haven't seen my tutorial on how to learn the Airflare with this method, then definitely check out my tutorial that you can find on my YouTube channel. So to help me out make this video for you guys, I have the help of 2 of my finest and loyal students that go by the name Anthony and Petito from the Battle Droids crew. Definitely check them out on Instagram because their level is pretty hardcore. So sit back, relax, and enjoy these guys do these killer Airflare exercises for you. So the first exercise that we're gonna do right here is an Airflare triple step loop. Well, that's how I call it anyway. And it's basically performing your Airflares and then hitting 3 steps during the handstand in between. And from there, getting enough control to do this multiple times. The triple step is good for a lot of different reasons. First of all, it's a very playful transition during your Airflare, and the more you're able to play around with steps and stuff like that during your Airflare, well, the better your Airflare is controlled and the more Airflares you will actually be able to do. Also, what's really good is it has this kind of rhythm or pace to it, and once you get used to it, you can actually use it as an Airflare variation on top. So it's not just an exercise, basically also a variation. Also, performing these 3 quick steps is a really good way to kind of regain balance if something might have gone wrong with that Airflare. And we all know that feeling of throwing an Airflare and your hand is 3 degrees too much to the left, and it kind of messes up that feeling. But these 3 steps right here could actually help you reposition your body in the correct angle so you can continue doing your Airflares without crashing and stopping the whole combo. Makes sense, right? So yeah, really good exercise right here. Just make sure you train it kind of consistently for like your weaker 3, 4, and it should be taking shape if you have listened to the guidelines that I share with you in my Airflare tutorial. The second advanced Airflare exercise I'm giving you guys is handstand to Airflare and then back to handstand, and then doing that multiple times to boost up your strength and control of your Airflare. Now, a really good tip for this is creating a little bit of speed by swinging your legs in the opposite direction first, and then while swinging and throwing the Airflare, you want to perform it as high as possible, especially towards that landing, so you manage to catch it high enough to really get into a stable handstand. If you start to really master this, then you will get to a point where crashing in your Airflare is almost impossible, because you know that landing position so well. And that's what this exercise does for you. It helps you get more grip on that landing. It's also really good for strength because we have to perform the Airflare after a stationed handstand. So yeah, great exercise. But an even better exercise is the one you're getting right now. I call this the Airflare with extra hang time, inspired by b-boy Shorty from Brickhead's crew Chicago that was doing this in some video, I think at IBE. This exercise is performing your Airflare, but then when landing on your third hand, so the hand that catches your Airflare, you want to hit this pike position with the legs really open and stretched and land it so perfectly in the right angle that you actually manage to get a little bit of hang time. And that's what the exercise is all about. It's about working on specifically the landing on one hand during your Airflare and getting as much hang time as possible out of it. And if you really invest time in these exercises, you're gonna get that next level control. And also, I just want to remind you with this one that you really want to work on those legs. Like, look at Petito right here. His legs are literally open and stretched. No discussion possible. No leg hanging to the back. No banana form. That's what you really want to achieve while landing your Airflare. Then moving on to the fourth exercise, basically almost the same as what we're doing right now, but we're just gonna add that foot tap. That's right, we're gonna perform a air flare, land with the legs open and stretched. And at the same time, you want to tap that foot. This is actually something that will help you get those legs even more open and more stretched. Because I know a lot of you guys have difficulties with keeping those legs in that open, stretched form when landing the air flare. Focusing on this pike tap is basically the only thing you have to do if you want to get those legs nice and straight. I even recommend you doing it from the walkover air flare as I show you in my air flare tutorial. And let me just give you a little bit of more information right here. If you're performing your walkover air flare with bent legs, then you will have bent legs while performing the air flare with the hop. Yeah, that's a really, really important one right there. So if you want to get your air flares like Petito right here, definitely take your time and work on those legs and use your brain. That's how it works. Alright, so before giving you the fifth exercise right here, I hope you enjoyed these four first ones, and I hope you got a lot of value out of them. Now, if you like what you see, you might like this next thing even more. On my website, I have a video with 100 air flare exercises. That's right, I'm not lying, 100 of my finest and best air flare exercises, and that I currently use to train my students that go by the name the Battle Droids Crew. Now, if you know the Battle Droids Crew, then you know that it's a bunch of kids that can almost all do air flares. So if you like these 5 exercises you get in this video, well, these are just 5 random exercises I took out of the video for this video. But if you want the full video and the full list with all 100 exercises, well, then just head on over to my website that you can find in the description down below. All right, this last advanced air flare exercise is a little remix of how you're gonna enter your air flare, kind of challenging you and your air flare control. And hopefully, if you can do this one, then you can use it as a go down or as an entry for your air flare, however you want. This is what I call the flare departure to air flare. So if you look closely, you can see that the coordination of this air flare entry is exactly in the same order as the flare. But while performing this one, you don't want to swing your legs too much to the front with that massive speed that you would do in a flare. You kind of want to keep 20% of the swing with that first leg, but then not go too fast so you're still able to push yourself up high enough into a pike position, which would be on the second hand you place on the floor when performing your normal air flare. If you manage to push yourself up to the right position and you still got enough rotation left, then the only thing you have to do is hop from the one hand to the other. And if you really want to kill this one, then I definitely recommend you landing it in a pike on that third hand, just so it looks super clean and super controlled. And you know, that's what you want, right? So boom, bam! Yeah, that's right. This was my video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to train consistently on a regular basis. And I'm not there to check up on you, but the universe does its job very well. And what I mean by that is, if you're not working on it, then you ain't getting it. Yeah, that's right. So leave a like, a comment, or share the video if you want to support your coach right here, doing his utmost best to make you the next BC1 champ. If you're looking for the subscribe button, it's right there. Wishing you all a great night, or afternoon, or morning, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the air flares. It's just all about that b-boy shit.